You've been read.
My group and I went to ColossalCon last month, and we pretty much planned to cosplay Voltron Legendary Defender all weekend, plus some backup costumes. My group consisted of my hubby as Shiro, BIL was Keith, and my BFF was Lotor, and I was Femlance. If I had a quarter for every time we were bothered by Clance shippers, we would be going to this con for free of our own money. Some of them just made dumb eye-rolly worthy comments, while one group really pissed us off. We were told to die, that we were pedos, that Clance is canon, and therefore we were invalid, that the Keith cosplayer slapped my butt when we were at the water park because it was funny and canon, which it isn't. My poor husband and brother-in-law were harassed because Sheath is incestuous and Clance is canon king, and their Lance cosplayer went and kissed my brother-in-law without consent. My BFF was being harassed because Lotor preys on Lance in the fandom, and because he's cosplaying as a master manipulator, therefore my BFF was a master manipulator. All three of them were told to stay away from me because lol, Clance is canon. At one point, the same Keith cosplayer came up to me and pointed their fake knife at me. We were all peeved. The Lance who kissed my brother-in-law had the nerve to be offended when he was angry and told the cosplayer off. That Lance cosplayer even went below the belt to say my brother-in-law was a homophobic and transphobic. Fun fact, my brother-in-law is a post-op transgender man who is engaged to another man. As we headed to our room to go change out of our swimsuits and into our Boku no Hero Academia costumes, a couple people stopped us for photos. Not a minute went by and we were photobombed by the same Voltron group who bothered us from the water park. Two groped my breast, one groped my husband's crotch, and another licked my BFF's face, and, surprise, surprise, that Lance cosplayer kissed my brother-in-law on the mouth. All the while, the pidge of their group was laughing and egging them on. The people who asked for the photo were disgusted. We were disgusted, and the bystanders not involved there were disgusted. One thing led to another, and the photo hogs and the Voltron group were fighting over which ship was better, Sheath or Clance. My group took the opportunity to cheese it. Like, screw this, we're out. We ran, like, faster than Usain Bolt on cocaine. After we got changed, we told the staff that we were being harassed by the Voltron group. Turns out we weren't the only Voltron group who were harassed by them. It's been a month after the incident, and even though we laugh about it now, we're still haunted by the psycho group and hope and pray we never see them again. Oh my god. Out of narration, I've actually, not personally dealt with this, but I've seen this kind of stuff happen with this fandom at one of the conventions that I regularly go to. There was this photo op of a Voltron group where the person in question couldn't even upload the photos from their photo op because two people were constantly creating Facebook accounts to harass them because she was cosplaying Hunk and because she went on to do a walk-on and the lights made her skin look a bit lighter than it was. They were going around saying that she had darkened her skin for her cosplay and were literally making dozens of harassment accounts on Facebook just to harass this girl. It was ridiculous. I think the saddest part is that she didn't want to report them to staff because they were underage. How? This is not what fandoms and cosplay and all this shit is supposed to be. You're not supposed to do this. This is the kind of stuff where I say, oh, I'm okay with weeaboos, but not with their behavior, and this is the kind of behavior I'm talking about. If you see people like this who act like this, report them. It doesn't matter what fandom they're from, doesn't matter their age. Report them to staff immediately and get them kicked out because they do not deserve to be at a convention, they do not deserve to be cosplaying, they do not deserve to be in the public at all. Other than that little rage moment right there, I'm glad to finally be back. This is probably gonna go up in November, but finally be back to a regular me and not be me being sick in the hospital all the time. So, let's get this November started right.